Good evening, everyone. How you doing today? We're live. We're live. We're live. Share this video. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. 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 It's awesome to be here this evening. Let's share this video. Let's share this video with our friends. Let's share this video with our friends. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Good evening, everyone. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. I need to see you in the comment box. That is where I can know if you are on this call with us, on this video with us, whatever. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, Caleb. How are you doing? Please confirm the audio from your hand. This is the first time I'm coming live on YouTube. I've never done this before. All right, so please confirm the audio, the video. Is it cool? Is it fine? Okay, joining from Lagos. Okay, fantastic. Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me properly? Can you hear me properly? Audio is clear, video is great. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Who else do we have on this call today? Who else do we have on this call? Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. I'm aware that we won't be able to get video and audio feedback on YouTube, but you can use the comment box and we can interact using the comment box. And I strongly believe that we're going to have a great time today. I'm going to teach spontaneously. I'm going to talk from my heart to you, and I'm going to engage your questions. If you have questions or something, I'm going to engage them. And the only way I can get your feedbacks and chat and get your feedback is through the comment box. So I want you to engage, please, through the comment box. If you have any question while I'm talking, you want me to stop, I would like you to just engage me via the chat box. Who else is online this evening? I'm so excited to be with you today. Good evening, everyone. I am David Oyeleye. I build and interpret dreams for kings and high net worth individuals. And one of my work is to empower people with skills to help people to maximize their potential. Wherever you're joining from, I would like you to let us know where you're joining from. And please stay tuned. We have something valuable, power pack for you this evening. And today we are talking about vision. We're talking about goal setting and vision clarification. And we will just go straight to the point. We're not going to be talking about all the conspire to misfire. No, just go straight to the point. In fact, I'm more interested in we setting goals than teaching about goal setting. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is not just about teaching people about how to set goals, but actually we setting those goals together. All right, and you having the privilege, we looking at your goals together and see the strategies, the ideas, the plan, the things that we can do to actually turn those goals into actual outcomes. So I would still like us to share this link. I wanted to share this link on your WhatsApp. Invite your friends here. Invite your friends. I would like to see your friend. Please invite your friends. Invite your friends. Share this 5 times, share this 5 times, share this 5 times. And please let me know if the audio is good, if you can hear me. This is not going to be a long conversation, okay? If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me. Tell us where you're joining from. Tell us where you're joining from. Anyone can join this conversation. MIC community members, you can share this with your friends. People that have not joined us before, you can share this with your friend. Share this with your friend. Share this with your friend. Loud and clear. Fantastic. Audio is fantastic. Okay, great. Great, 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 great. So just give me just 1 more minute. Let me share with my community members as well on WhatsApp. Please share this on your WhatsApp status. Go on your WhatsApp status. Post this on your WhatsApp status. We want more people to get to see this. We want people to know about this. All right. Please share, 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 share. Share, 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 share. Good. Then good afternoon, everyone. Those of you that are just joining, once again, my name is David Oyele. I'm so excited to be with you. And we're talking about goal setting strategy and vision clarification, right? And I want you to share this video with your friends. I want you to share this video with your friends. And in the next few minutes, we're going to be talking about how we can actually turn our goals into actual outcomes, right? Share this video, share this video. Living is sharing, living is sharing. Share this video, share this video, share this video. Share, 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 share this video. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's get more people in the room. Let's get more people in the room. Let's get more people in the room. Get more people in the room. Let's get more people in the room. Please let me know if there's anything wrong with the audio or with the video. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Great, 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 great. Share, yeah, share, share. Everybody, let's go, let's go. That's why we're having it on this public channel. We want people to see what we're doing. We want more people to see what we are doing, the impact we're creating. All right. We want more people to be part of this, and that's why we're putting this out there. So, guys, I want you to invite more people. Invite more people. Let's join the call. Let's join the call. Let's join. Let's join. Let's join. Let's join. All right. Let's join. 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 Okay. Like this video. Share this video. Share with your friends. Awesome. 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 Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, once it's 5:12, 5:13, we will start. All right, we'll start. So, good evening, everybody. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? All right, engage me via the comment section. How are you doing today? I know it's a busy day for Christians like myself. It's a busy day. I barely had 1 hour to rest, right? And I'm here again. It's a busy one for me. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you're joining from. Don't go away. Don't run away. Let me know where you're joining from. Okay. Great, 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 great. Okay, so let's start. Let's start. All right, so welcome everybody. I'm so sorry to take your time today, and I'm so excited to be with you this evening, wherever you're joining from, and those of us that will be watching this video afterwards. That is if I don't pull it down. Okay. All right, so we are here to talk about goal setting, strategy, and vision clarification for I achievers. All right, I achievers are not just achievers; they are people who love to do great things, who love to do big things, right? And if you're going to achieve something really great in this life, I think you have to know about how to set goals. Setting goals is one of those key things that can really help a person to be able to get their dreams. All right, I say to people all the time, your goal is not what you want to achieve. Your goal is one of the ways, is the how to achieve what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve is your dream, a vision, a desire in your heart, all right? But goals are one of the strategy to achieve that which you want to achieve. And probably you basically be hearing about goals since the beginning of the year. Yeah, this is the time of the year where concept like goals actually um, is actually very popular, okay? But it's not just because we are entering into the new year, all right? It's not just about the new year, it's about how life is meant to be lived. Now, successful people do constantly or consistently what failures do occasionally. Successful people do constantly what failure or mediocres do occasionally. The difference between successful people and failures or mediocre actually is that they do what they do the right thing consistently, while failures um, actually do what they do if they do the right thing, all right, occasionally. So there is no time that we are not supposed to be setting goals, that we're not supposed to be setting goals. Yeah. And if you have a dream and you don't know how to set goals to break your dream, to break your desires into bits, they call it goals, smart goals, you will just see that your dreams will remain a dream year in, year out. Many of us have desires. We know where we want to go to, but we don't know how to get there. So goals is one of the ways we deploy to actually get to where we want to go. Goals is one of those ways. So if you don't know how to set goals, you will just have a big dream. You just have a big picture in your head, and you will be frustrated because you don't even know what to do with those big pictures. So goals is the way we condense a big vision, a desire in our heart, all right, like a mental picture in our heart, into steps, steps, daily plans that after a period of time, right, we would have seen that we have achieved a part of our vision. So some of the things we want to achieve would take 5 years. Some of them would take 12 months. Some of them would take like 2 years. Some of them would take like 3 years. Some of them would take 15 years, depending on the vision that you have. All right. But the way you get closer to that vision is actually by setting smart goals. So I will just go straight to the things, the mistakes that people make when it comes to setting goals that I've observed, especially amongst people that I've interacted with. So if you can still hear me, I want you to type in the comment section, I can still hear you loud and clear. You can just type I hear, or you can just type loud and clear. And if you can type I can still hear you loud and clear, you can do that as well. So don't forget to share this video and don't forget to subscribe. All right. So I was saying that we have a big picture, right? And the way you achieve that big picture is by setting smart goals. And like I said, I don't want to go into the theoretical aspect. I don't want to go into the theoretical aspect of setting goals. I just want us to talk about the mistakes that people make in setting goals. As you can see, I don't have a note, so I'm just talking to you from my heart. All right. And if you have any question, in fact, that's one of the major reasons we're here. Actually, if you have any question, all right, you can just drop it in the comment box and I will just attend to it you live. So if you have been, maybe you've been wanting to ask me some questions or something, just drop it, as long as it aligns with the goal of today's meeting, right? So just drop it, I'm going to attend to you. All right, so let's just look at the mistakes that people make when they are setting goals. So I've started interacting with people, and one of the things I noticed very consistent with many people, in fact, with a lot of people that are setting goals. In fact, we did a template in our community, helping people to organize their goals. We have spiritual goals, we have personal development goals, we have social goals and family goals, social relationship. Basically, we have financial goals, we have business goals, we have health goals. What I notice is that many people just have desire, and it's good, it's great. It's really great to have desires, really, but it is not enough to have desire. It is not enough just to want to be better. We must know how we can move from where we are to where we want to be. But the way we move from where we are to what we want to be, one of them is actually to learn how to set goals. How to set goals. So it is possible that you have a great desire for this year. You have a great desire for this year. You have a great desire for your life. But one of the mistakes you're making is how you have been setting your goals. Now, what are those things that I've observed, all right, from the people that I have interacted with? One of the things, I hope this thing is not lagging. I see some comment coming in quite late, later than what I have said earlier. All right, so I want to just go straight to the point by using the mistakes that I've noticed with people actually to set those goals. Number one, I noticed that number one, people overset goals. People overset goals. What does that mean? What does that mean? Please, I want you to engage me in the comment section. Just ask me, what does that mean? What does that even mean? That people overset goals. Are you saying that we should not dream big? Are you saying we should think small? Or what are you saying? Are you saying that we should have a small mindset? People actually overset goals. I've seen that people overset goals. And these are the things that I want you to really pay attention to today. All right. Like I said, I'm not motivating you about why you need to set goals. If you are here on this call and I still need to teach you about why you need to set goals, I will just tell you to just get out of this place. Okay. All right. Go and learn it on your own. We are just here to just fine tune our goals and everything like that. And I am open rather to hear you. Even if you don't belong to our community, I'm willing and able to look at your goals and see how we can actually help. So number one, I noticed that people are setting goals. What does that mean? People set goals that cannot be achieved in a year. All right, there is a lifespan, there is a duration. We only have 12 months this year, and we only have 365 days this year. So, because of passion to change our life, desire for the next level, many of us are trapped with oversetting goals. Many of us are trapped with oversetting goals, and I don't even want to use the terms that you are familiar with, all right, so that you don't think I'm just regurgitating what you already know to you. And that's why I want to use practical examples. Now, if I want to use terminology, I will say that those goals are not achievable. All right, and that's not really my intent for having this conversation. You will say that those goals are not achievable. What does it mean that it's not achievable? One of the ways we know it's not achievable is that the time you are giving those goals it's too little compared to the goals that you have. So every goal requires time to actually fulfill. All right. That is the number one thing. So I want you to go back to your goal setting template now, to your notes, to your diary, and ask yourself, am I not oversetting goals? This goal that I have, is 12 months enough to be able to achieve this goal, right? That is why we are having this conversation. So if you set a goal that you should achieve in 5 years, in 3 years, or in 2 years, for 1 year, one of the things that will happen is that you will become frustrated. And frustration is communicable. All right. Frustration is contagious. What that means is that when you are frustrated in an area of your life, it will affect some other areas of your life. Frustration is contagious. Frustration, it's communicable, like we say, communicable disease, right? So it will affect some other area of your life, and it's because you are oversetting goals. You are setting goals that the time frame is not enough for the goal to mature. There is something we call gestation period, right? If you did agriculture in O level or something, or you can just Google right now and Google what gestation period. So every goal require a gestation period for it to be fulfilled. Maybe your goal this year is to lose 10 kilogram of weight. Maybe you are overweight and you want to lose 10 kilogram of weight. Now, maybe you say that in 2 weeks you want to lose 10 kilogram of weight. That's probably almost impossible. I don't know what you want to do, all right? It's almost impossible. So we can also bring that concept into other part of our lives, that check your goals and ask yourself if you are not oversetting goals. That's the number one thing that I observe, that the mistakes that people are making. Don't allow passion to change your life to make you overset goals. And one of the things that happens when people also overset goals is that it creates steps that they cannot take. All right. Oversetting goals rather can be likened to somebody who is trying to eat a bowl of rice, and they just put, you know, more than the portion that can conveniently enter their mouth. That is what happens when we overset goals. Okay. There are some daily steps you are supposed to be taking. You won't be able to take it. That's why you see people say things like they want to read, say they want to read 50 books per month, they want to read 20 books per month, they want to do this, they want to do that, they want to do this, they want to do that. Because people think that by saying those things, it means that we are setting goals. No, no, no. Maybe the problem is that people don't even understand the purpose of goals. How many of us actually understand that the purpose of setting goals is not to achieve goals, right? The purpose of setting goals, the purpose of goal setting is not achievement. I want everybody to type it. The purpose of goal setting is not achievement. It's not achievement. The purpose of goal setting is not achievement. It's not achievement. So many of us are focused on outcome, right? Many of us are focused on outcome. We do not understand that the ultimate purpose, the benefits of setting goals, is the person you become, not what you get after setting goals. The person you become while you are trying to get the goal. That is your greatest reward when it comes to goal setting. Because the person you become is more important than what you get. All right. In the process of setting goals for health, for whatever thing, you are changing. Your person is changing. And that is the greatest reward of actually setting goals. So the essence of goals is growth. The essence of goals is growth. If you want to grow, you have to set goals. All right. If you want to grow, you have to set goals. You cannot grow if you don't have growth goals. If you don't have growth, if you're not intentional, being intentional, all right, about your life it's one of the ways to improve your life. You have to be intentional about your life. And if you're intentional about one area of your life, okay, say you are not intentional about your finance is not going to improve. It is possible for you to be intentional about your spiritual life. And even under spirituals, there are other things under spiritual. Okay? You can be intentional about so many things spiritually that you are not intentional about other things, even though it's still spiritual. All right. You can be intentional about giving, but you are not intentional about investing. All right. And the greatest form of investment in investing in yourself, that is the investment with no risk that have the highest ROI. That is return on investment. Investment in self is the greatest investment that has no risk and high ROI. What's that? The great more profitable than real estate, more profitable than crypto, than forex, than any form of investment. Investment in yourself. Investment in yourself. Investment in yourself is the greatest form of investment. Hello guys, if you can hear me, I want you to type in the comment section. I feel you, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. So I'm just talking to you from my heart. I don't have any note. I'm just talking to you from my heart. Okay. So what other things that I noticed that we have talked about the fact that people overset goals, why some people don't even understand the importance of goals. Now, another thing is that so many people don't understand that goal setting is not mental. You don't set goals in your mind. I think I've shared this with our community, the Maximum Impact Coaching community already. You don't set goals in your mind. You set goals by writing goals. And why do we write? We write goals because the first step in achieving your dream in life is to write it with clarity, with specificity. Because that is the first time, all right, your dream comes in contact with the material world or physical reality. That's the first time he's having contact. When you write on paper, you write your desire on paper, you write what you want on paper, what you want to achieve on paper. That is the first time your dream, your desire, your thought, all those intangible elements, that's the first time is coming in contact with the physical world. That is the first time. So you are taking it from the immaterial world, from the intangible realm to the tangible realm. So if you don't write, your dreams will only exist in the intangible realm and it will just be intangible. So in order for you to convert intangible things to tangible things, you have to write. That is your first contact. You see, even if you say it, it's still intangible. All right? That is the first time it is coming in contact with the material world. All right? That is the reason behind writing. And the moment you begin to write, it begins to come. You see, when you have something in your head, it will look like, oh, you've done it, you've perfected it now. Until you write it down, you will never know what you're missing. So why do we have to write? We have to write because without writing, our dream will only exist in the intangible world. Our thought will only be thoughts. So we need to convert thoughts into written form, into written form, into written form. That is the first time your dreams are going to have contact with the physical world. So it simply means that the first step in achieving your goals is to write it down. Is to write it down. Now the question is, how do we write our goals? First of all, we need to clarify all the mistakes that people make while they are setting goals. Don't overset goals. All right, you still have many more years to set goals in some other areas of your life. Because what happens most times is that by the end of the year, people, if not by the end of the year, by March or so, people are already frustrated. Why? Because there are so many things they want to achieve. And the pressure, right, the pressure of improvement can create stagnation. there is a there is an excessive pressure to improve. There is an unhealthy pressure to improve. All right, and because of unhealthy pressure or over pressure, there is a minimum pressure that each and every one of us can handle. And you must understand yourself. You must become self-aware for you to understand yourself. How much pressure can I handle, right? What is the degree of pressure that I can handle? And even sometimes people that are into coaching, mentoring, and all of these things, you need to understand the person you are dealing with to know the kind of pressure they can handle. Not everybody can read 4 books per month. Not everybody can read um, you know, 10 books per month. You need to understand, you need to understand that people have different threshold. All right, some of us, we just break after some things that has happened to us, or some pressure and everything. Why am I saying this? You need to understand that it is not the how big the things you want to achieve that will determine if you grow. All right, the whole essence of goals is actually to grow. Let me know if you are hearing me. Let me know if you're hearing me. Let me know if you're hearing me. If you can hear me, just type I can hear you loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud, 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 loud and clear. 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 So don't put pressure on yourself. Don't let me say that. Don't put undue pressure on yourself. Undue pressure. Unhealthy pressure. You know what will happen is that you won't be able to do anything. When there is a minimum of pressure that we need at every level of our life, of our growth, that we can handle. All right. If you overpressure yourself to grow, if you overpressure yourself to grow, what will happen is that you will not be able to do the things that you ought to do to be who you want to be. If you overpressure yourself, you will not be able to do those things. There will be lots of enthusiasm, zeal, and passion, and what that will lead to is just that you won't be able to do anything. Unhealthy pressure. Don't put unhealthy pressure on yourself. All right? Know the pressure you can handle. All right? Know the pressure you can handle. Even God will not put you through the things you cannot handle. I can assure you, for those of us that are Christians, if you are going through something now, God trusts that you can handle it, and that's why He's letting it happen to you. If He knows that you can't handle it, He will never allow that pressure to come to you. Maybe you're asking, oh God, why me? Why me? The truth is, He knows that you can handle it. And sometimes we think we can handle it, but you can. You can handle it. So don't put undue pressure on yourself. So let's move on to the next thing. All right, we'll talk about oversetting goals. Type the things you have learned so far. Just bullet. Let me know if you are following. Oversetting goals, don't overset goals, right? Your goals needs a minimum time frame. Don't put yourself under undue pressure, unhealthy pressure. All right, you need a minimum amount of pressure to be able to set your goals. So the next thing is that you need to schedule your goals. What does that mean? Is that when somebody says they have a goal and you look at their daily schedule, their daily schedule must reflect that they have those goals. If a person says that, now what I'm trying to say is that it's not just about what you think or what you desire or what you write. All right? It is about what you do on a daily basis. Yeah. It is about what you do on a daily basis. What you do. What am I doing on a daily basis? The way I spend my time should reflect in the goals that I've set. All right? If my schedule does not reflect the goals that I've set, I am just deceiving myself. It's called self-delusion. Self-delusion. I'm just deceiving myself. If the goals that I've set is not reflecting in my schedule, all right, it's not reflecting in my schedule. And that's why everything about goals has to do with the use of time, right? The use of time, what you're going to do from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. You don't have to budget the entire 24 hours because you want to grow. You don't have to. You just need to plan some of the hours you have in your day. Some of the hours, it could be 2 hours, it could be 3 hours, depending on how fast you want to arrive at your journey. You can pick 3 hours in a day and say that this hour is devoted to this hour is devoted to this hour is devoted to this. So check your schedule. Does your schedule reflect the goals that you have? Let me tell you the truth. If people around you cannot say about you that this is your goal, the truth is you don't have one. That is the truth. What is your goal this year? What is your goal this year? What is your goal this year? And one of my goals for this year is actually improving my network. All right. I want to work with high net worth individuals. One of my major goals this year is actually to increase my network, is to expand my connections, to expand my relationship. So it simply means that most of my effort, the concentration of my effort, of my time, of my resources must be towards that area of building my network. All right? Of building my network. Of building my network. My activity must be leading to that area. Okay? So that is that. So what is in your schedule? What is in your schedule? All right. So another thing that is so important that we need to pay attention to. These are the little things that most people that are achieving great things know. They are just simple, right? They are simple. They are simple. Most of the things that successful people know, they are just basic things. They are not deep. They are not deep. So the next one is that many people set goals that are generic. Yeah, I need to drop this line. This line is very great. If you can't count it, it won't count. If you can't count it, it won't count. What does that mean? If it's not specific, if it's not measurable, you will not even be able to evaluate if you are successful or not. So it is very important that while we are setting goals, we set goals that we can measure, that we can count, that is specific. All right? Yeah, if you can't count it, it won't count. Everybody type that. If you can't count it, it won't count. All right, somebody says that, this year, I must make money. Oh. This year I must make money. Oh. This year I must make money. Oh. This year I must make money. Oh. The truth is, that is not a goal. Or somebody says that, I want to be rich. Rich in 1,000 naira, rich in 100,000 naira. What is because the thing about these things is that our subconscious mind is expecting instruction from us. Once you give your mind, especially your subconscious mind, a vague instruction, they will not act on it. It will not act on it. Right? It will not act on it. It won't act on it. If you give your subconscious a vague instruction, it won't act on it. But when you say that this is what we are getting, this is what we are aiming at, this is what we are aiming at, we are aiming at our first $1,000, that is 1 million naira. I'm aiming at my first 100,000 naira, that's what I am aiming at. I am, all right, I am aiming at 5 kg, 10 kg. All right, you already giving your subconscious mind, all right, to work, especially when it comes to goals like financial goals, connection goals, relationship goals, and all of these things. It requires some specificity. Your mind needs specificity. You want to get a car. What kind of a car? You want to get a house. I just want to get an apartment. What kind of apartment? Because if you don't have a picture in your mind, you don't have a figure, you don't have description, you will not even know if you have achieved the goals that you set. You want to get a car. What is the color of the car? Is it black? Is it red? And guess what? I don't know if this has happened to you before. Starting from today, just tell yourself, picture whatever you want to get. Let's say a car, for instance. The moment you say that you want to get a black vehicle or you want to get a red car, One of these things that will happen is that your mind will train you to be able to see when those vehicles, all right, pass around you. It will look like as if they have actually brought more vehicles to your town. But the truth is, it's the same number of vehicle in that town. The only difference is just that you've adjusted your mind and your mind is focused only on the things that you have said you wanted to get. That is one of the power of actually being specific with your goals. So are your goals specific enough? So go back now and begin to check. Is this specific enough? All right. You want to make money. You want to improve your income. I want to improve my income is not a goal. All right. I want to improve my income is not a goal. I want to double my income. I want to multiply my income, all right, 3 times. That is a goal. Maybe I'm earning 50,000 naira now. I want to say, I want to double my income by the half of this year. That is a goal. By the half of this year, not that I want to improve. In fact, I want to improve my life this year. It's not a goal, it's a desire, it's a dream. I want to become great is not a goal, it's a dream, it's a desire. Now, because the moment you can know the difference between dream and a goal, all right, and guess what? That goal, it's a tool to help you achieve your vision in bits, in fraction. Most of the time, your vision is supposed to be big that you can achieve it in 5 years, in 10 years, depending on what you want to achieve with your life. Are you getting my point now? So that is what you need to do. So you want to make money, you want to lose weight, you want to travel. Where are the places that you are going to? Because your mind is going to remind you. So that is it. Be specific and be able to measure it. You can measure it. That's what that statement means. If you can't count it, it won't count. So the goals you can't count, either in figures or describing, will not count eventually. It won't count because you have not taken out time to make it measurable. To make it measurable. So when you say things like I want to grow, I want to improve, I want to improve my communication skills, you are not being specific. What aspect of communication do you want to improve? All right. The next one is what? The next one is what? The next one is what? Timeline. We've talked about it. Give enough timeline for your goals to be achieved. Give enough timeline for your goals to be achieved, or else you just get frustrated. There are some goals that require, this is one of the things I battle with. I battle when I am coaching people. I notice that people are not patient. They just want to get to where somebody to where they want to get to the place that took another person like 5 years or 10 years to get there. All of a sudden, you want to learn how to communicate, and you think that by just reading a few books you'll be there. No, it's going to take some time. You're going to give it time. You're going to give it time. You have to be patient. I always say this all the time. You need to be patient. You need to have patience and have a sense of urgency. What does that mean? Is that there must be a balance of patience and a sense of urgency. Now, a sense of urgency does not mean you always have to be rushing to do something. It simply means that while I'm patient too, I have a sense of urgency for growth. Okay, so I don't allow patience also to trap me in a place where I don't want to be. That I'm saying that time will tell. Time will tell. Time does not change anything. Time only authenticates if what we have been doing really is what we are supposed to be doing. In the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, time will tell us that this is what you have been doing with your life. Yeah. When people are struggling in their 40s, struggling in their 50s, that's it. See, time is just telling them that, see, these are the choices, the decisions that you have been making all of this while. So give it timeline. Give it timeline. All right. Okay. So those are basic things that you probably will hear from any other person. Okay. Now, this one is so important. I want you to pay attention to this. In fact, I want everybody to type pay attention. Pay attention to this. This one is very important. This one is going to require some level of self-awareness, honesty with yourself. People don't get to talk about this, and I feel this is really going to help every one of us that is on this call. Pay attention to this one. This is the last that we drop today. So if you have questions, I'll take your questions. Then you can prepare your questions. If you can drop your questions now. All right, let's go. Let's type pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. This one is very, very, very important. Pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to these. What is the last one I'm sharing with you? What's the last one? When you are setting goals, set goals according to your growth phase. I want you to write this down. Set goals according to your level. Set goals according to where you are, not where you desire to be. Set goals from where you are. Set goals from where you are. In other words, to be able to set goals, we need to do a proper evaluation of where we are. A proper evaluation of where we are, where you are. It is not enough to be shouting, I know who I am. Do you know where you are? Where are you currently? Everybody type, where are you? 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 Or where am I? You know, many of us have heard the term, just discover yourself. Who are you? I'm like, I know who I am. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know, you know who you are, where you're supposed to be. But do you know where you are? Do you know where you are? And that understanding where you are, it's a lot of insight for whatever you want to become, wherever you want to go. Many of us don't want to pay attention to where we are. We are just focused on where we want to go. And because we don't know where we are, many of us are setting goals that is not consistent with our current capacity, that is not consistent with our current level of wisdom, that is not consistent with our current level of productivity, with our current level of stature. You see, when you are thin and you are telling yourself you are chubby, who are you deceiving? You are not deceiving yourself. And guess what? You can't deceive yourself. Deceiving yourself, it's doing yourself a lot of harm. It's better that people deceive you than you deceive yourself. All right? It's just like me telling myself now, I am light. I'm light in complexion, or I'm fair in complexion. The truth is, I am dark. I am not light. That is me. I'm not light. So many of us, we are so fixated. Our mind is so fixated on where we want to be. And that's why so many people set goals at the level that they are not. You see some people this year now, they've set goals. Can you still hear me? There was a connection issue. Let me know if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. I think YouTube is telling me that okay, fantastic. So let me round off with this. All right, thank you so much, guys. You've been with me for the past 1 hour, and this is a great privilege, all right, to be a part of your growth, okay? So let me round off with this. And this one is one of the things that is making people not to make progress, because people are not doing a honest assessment about their level, okay? Especially where they are in a position probably that they don't like. They want to be in a better position, But embracing your current position where you are is what would determine where you can go. You need to take, a proper diagnosis of where you are. Of where you are. Where am I currently? Only you can answer that question. Well, sometimes some people around you can answer that question. I have seen people who overestimate themselves. I have seen people who put themselves here when they are here. You see, putting yourself there when you are here, it is not self-esteem. Overestimation is going to destroy your life. It is not just low self-esteem that destroys a person's life. Overestimation can destroy your life. Where am I? Ask yourself this question. Where am I? You see, there are some questions if you don't ask yourself, you will not get. You see, when you ask your question, where am I have said this before, your soul has the capacity to answer certain questions. Yes, there are some questions that can only be answered by your spirit, the spirit part of you. There is a question that your soul can supply answers to. Where am I? Where am I currently? Not where I want to be, not who I am, or not who I desire to be. There was a time I taught people in my coaching community, we talked about self-image, self-ideal, self-esteem. Self-ideal is where you desire to be, who you desire to be, but that's not who you are. All right? Your existential self is what you are living out today. There is the you that is your reality today. Some people say, no, that's not me. No, that is you. It is you too. All right? So we want to be claiming the future us, whereas we don't realize that if we don't embrace our today, we must live today. If we don't embrace our today, we are not going to enter tomorrow. So today and tomorrow is important. Today is as important as tomorrow. The way you treat today will determine how tomorrow would be. So you can't just be open for tomorrow. This is not me. This is not who I am. You know what happens when we don't take a proper assessment of ourselves is that we will not be able to make necessary improvement that can improve us today. When somebody is here and they think they are here, they will not be able to make the improvement they are supposed to make here because they think they are here. So a proper assessment of who we are or where we are is actually needed for personal development and growth. If you can hear me, I want you to type, I can hear you. If you can hear me, type, I hear you. I experienced this, I observed this with people, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. So many of us actually set goals that we are setting goals that is not for us. Do you know sometimes you set goals and that goals is not for you? Because you don't even know where you are, and that's why you need a coach. Sometimes people say they want to grow in one area. I'm like, this is not where you're supposed to be growing. You are not there yet too. This is not, and because they feel that I'm supposed to be doing, you see somebody reading books on this, and you want to pick up the book, you are not there. This is where you are. This is where you are. You are not there. All right? And until you are there, if you set goals according to that location that you desire, you won't get result. Why? Because you don't have the infrastructure to deliver the outcome that you desire. That is it. You don't have the infrastructure to deliver the outcome that you desire. And when you can't produce the outcome, you think that something is wrong with the goal. Something is not wrong with the goal. Something is wrong with the person that is setting the goal, because the person is setting the goal at a place, at a position that he doesn't belong. All right? If your current skill set can only produce 50,000 naira, and you are not aware that your skill set currently, your purchasing power, your value in the marketplace can only produce 50,000 naira or 100,000 naira, and you set goals like you want to be making $1 million per month. The truth is, it will never be fulfilled. The reason is because where you are cannot access that level of desire, of goals that you want. Why? You are not setting goals according to your growth phase. So at every point in time in our life, we must understand where we are and accept that this is where I am. In fact, when people are trying to bring you up here, you say, no, this is where I am. It may look like you are debasing yourself, but that is the correct definition of humility. What is humility? Humility is the correct evaluation, perception, and recognition of your value. I repeat myself. Humility is the correct perception, estimation, evaluation, and perception of yourself. So when you say humble yourself, we are saying that evaluate yourself correctly, estimate yourself correctly. We are saying don't underestimate yourself and don't overestimate yourself. Thinking big is not overestimating yourself. All right? All right? For somebody, thinking big can be 100,000 naira. How many of you know that? For some people, thinking big can be 200K. Thinking big can be 500K. You just need to be sure that you are thinking big at your level. When you say you are thinking big and you are saying 500 million and you are saying 1 billion, you need to ask yourself, do you have the infrastructure, the mental infrastructure, the capacity to produce the outcome that you desire? So before you set a goal, you need to ask yourself, do I have the income to produce this outcome? What does that mean? What is coming to me? What is getting to me? What is in my heart now? Can it produce the outcome? Because there must be what? Input before output. The books that I've read, the investment I've made in myself. Because investment is the key to achievement. You can achieve more than what you have put inside of you, right? You can withdraw more than what you have deposited in you. If you want a certain outcome, you must also be able to deposit certain income or output or effort inside of you to produce that outcome. If you don't do that and you are just setting goals and setting goals and setting goals because you are just excited, it's a new year, you just see that at the end of the year, you won't achieve anything. Why? Investment must always rise to the degree of the achievement that we desire. So if I want to achieve anything at all, I must have investments that can back it up. So if I want to earn 1 million naira in a month, I must have the infrastructure and the investment that can produce that level of achievement. So guys, I want you to go back. Do a self-evaluation, correct evaluation. This is where I am. And set goals according to where you are. Don't set a goal that only billionaires can set. Don't set a goal that only millionaires can set. Don't set according to a certain level can set. Only set goals according to where you are that can improve where you are and move forward a bit. Taking step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step, step by step. All right. So I think that will be all. That will be all. If you have any question, just drop it on the comment box. I'm trying to show something. Let me see if I can get it here. So do you have anybody with question? All right, we are past 1 hour already. Do you have anybody with question? Do you have anybody with question? Just before we go. Anybody with question? Anybody with question? So how was the class? Did you pick one or two things? So I want to share a tip with you just before we go. Any question? Can you still hear me? Any question? Any question? Hello guys, did you enjoy the class? Let me know if you enjoyed the class.
Different parts. This is going to be what you want to do, what you want to have, who you want to be, and how you want to live.
All right, so break your goals into what you want to do,
Once you have
what you want to be, what you want to have, and how you want to live. All right, your goals must be in 4 parts. Every time you're trying to set goals, is always towards what you want to do, all right, what you want to be, what you want to have, and how you want to live. I want you to type that: what you must do, who you must be, what you want to have, and how you must live. All right. When it comes to setting goals, is it needed for one to be able to answer all the how to achieving the goal? No, no, you don't need to. All right. There are some answers that we have before we embark on a journey. There are some answers that we get as we embark on the journey. You don't need to have all the answers when you even set the goal. You don't need to know how the goals will be achieved. Okay? Because goals also require faith. Goals require belief. All right? There are some of your goals that you will achieve, not necessarily because of the great plans that you have put into place. Okay? All right, but by the belief that you have that you're going to get this goal. So belief is one of those things too that you need actually for your goals. Your habit too is one of those things that you need to achieve your goals. All right, so you need to understand that your goals also require faith. It requires belief. I hope you guys heard what I said earlier. As we go tonight, right, break your goals into 4 areas. Now, that's not putting your goals in category. I just want you to have as the back of your mind that whatever you are trying to achieve is going to be based on these 4 things. Everybody type 4 as we go tonight. Type 4, 4, 4, 4. If you have question, type your question, type your question, type your question, type your question. 4, 4, 4, 4. Everybody type 4. 4, 4, 4, 4. What you must do, action. What you must do is action. All right? All the goals that you have said, you must understand that what you must do is action. Who you must be, that is becoming. What you must have, having what you want to have. Then how you must live or how I must live is what? Habit. See that? 4 things. You must use these 4 things to always judge your goals. Now, I have this goal. The question is, what must I do? Number one, what do I want to have? Who do I want to be? And how do I want to live? I can't be living the way I was living last year. I want to make this year better. So if I want to have something different, I have to live differently. I have to become someone different. Okay. So that is there. Can somebody say, how do we balance goal setting and faith? Um well, I would say I wanted to say that's a tough one. It's not a tough one actually. It still boils down to self-awareness and a balance between faith and and practical things. Okay, faith is practical, okay, but faith is also intelligent. What many people don't understand is that faith is intelligent. I think that's the key word. In fact, faith is intelligent. Faith is intelligent. What that means is that I cannot just, maybe I don't have a skill, I don't have a product, I don't have anything that God wants to bless, and I say that I have a goal to make 10 million naira. That's not necessarily faith. Okay, that is delusion. The reason is because you are just exciting yourself. So how do you balance goal setting and faith? You balance goal setting and faith by setting your goals by faith and with faith. By faith, with faith, I'm referring to you set your goals according to God's desire for your life. Yeah. Don't forget that you are the one always placing the limit on yourself, not God. Yes. Ephesians 3 verse 20 says that he's able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can think or ask for. All right. So you're thinking you're asking for is the minimum. Like you're thinking. You can't set a goal beyond your level of thinking. So and that's exactly what I was saying the other time that you need to do like a self-awareness, like a self-evaluation and ask yourself, this goal that I'm setting. You know, some people say things that they are not thinking. They are saying it's not consistent with their thinking. And when you say something and you are not thinking about that something, you say something, you don't think it. You say something, you don't think it. You say something, you don't think it. Your saying is fruitless, is worthless, is baseless, is powerless, is fruitless, because you are just saying it. It's not in your thought. All right. So balancing goals and faith, because faith also is as a result of your mindedness. So faith is not just I'm a Christian, I can get anything. No, that's not true. If it does not enter your heart, it cannot enter your hand. If it does not enter your mind, it cannot enter your hand. Whatever the mind cannot comprehend, the hand cannot apprehend. So the goals that you can achieve are the ones that actually you have seen with your heart, with your mind. So that's it. So it simply means that I cannot look at somebody and just um, I cannot look at somebody and just, oh, sorry. I think we need to go now. I think I need to go now. YouTube is already messaging me. I need to go now. All right. So I think I've answered the questions in the chat box. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. We'll be having other conversations like this when we have the opportunity to go live publicly. We have conversations like this. Don't forget, in order to set your goals, understand all the things we have talked about today, understand what we have talked about today. We talked about the fact that when you're setting your goals, you must understand that your goals must engage four things. What are those four things? In fact, can we type it? Can we type it? Let me be sure you heard what I said. Can we type it? Can we type it? Can we type it? So shortly after this call, guys in the MIC, I'll be meeting with you privately. I'll just have a short conversation. Okay. Oh yeah, who is going? Who is going? Who is going? Just type it. Just type it. Those four things that I mentioned. You can put it in four quadrant. All right. Put it in four quadrant. Four quadrant. What are those four things that I mentioned that is going to help you? So you see that when you're not living consistently with the goals that you have set, you can just remind yourself. Number one, what I must do, or what should I do? All right, that's number one. That is action. Okay, somebody is writing it. Somebody has written already. Okay, who I must be. Okay, what who I must be. Okay, somebody. Okay, what? Okay, you repeated two statement. Yeah, who I must be. Yeah, who I must be. All right. What I must have, what I must do, and how I should live. That is habit. So, what you must do, who you must be, what you must have, and how you must live. So, if I want to have something, there is a how I must live. I must live in a way that is consistent to what I want to have. I can't live like a beggar. I can't give like a beggar and actually expecting the blessings that only some certain people actually get. All right. So this is where we're going to end today's conversation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Aha, your action, your becoming, your having, and your habit. Thank you guys for coming. God bless you. Bye for now. Bye for now.